Alright, I am going to teach you how to clean an Arctic brush machine today. It is currently off here by the switch. I grabbed my supplies here. I've got some sanitized water. The sanitized water I use is with the Sterashine here. A towel and some extra buckets to catch what we have left in the Arctic brush machine so we can save it. A key to this is also making sure that the switch up here is off. If it's not off and I start to drain it, it will start refilling itself back up. So all I'm going to do now is start draining all of the brush that's in there by opening it up. Alright, now that all the Arctic brush is out, I'm going to lift this up and remove the cap. That way I can add my sanitized water. We're just going to pour it right in. As it's pouring in, we can see it filling in this. To help, I'm going to remove this. It brings air into it. That way it doesn't dry so hard. As it gets up to the hole, we'll plug it back up. Alright, and then I'm going to turn on the clean cycle. Let it move around in there. While that's doing that, I can't remove any of this yet, but I can at least remove my pop nozzle. Just like any other pop nozzle, you turn it and then pull it off. It's been in clean mode for a little bit. We're just going to drain the sanitized water out. Dump this so it doesn't get too heavy. You can see it right here coming down too. So you'll see how much sanitized water you have left in there. Once this is done, I'm going to dump this one more time and we'll start taking the pieces off. Alright, now that the sanitizer's out, I can start taking the front off. Just going to unscrew both of those. I do have the bucket still up here because I know that there's going to be a little bit of sanitized water that's going to come out still. Pull this right off. There's that water. And we'll pull this out. And then what I'm going to do is take my towel. I'm going to clean the inside. As you can see, there's still more hold in there. I'm not going to get it all, but I can use my towel to get it out. But I'm just going to clean the whole inside, the outside, down below here and everything. And then we'll clean our pieces in the back. And I'll go through those and on the next. This is still intact. We're going to take it all apart together. That way we know what we need to clean and whatnot. So as you can see, all of these, there's 3 of them. So all these just come off along with these. And you can do that all the way down. Over here, I've got this piece here, but I'm actually going to switch it out for a new one today. It needs done anyways, so that's off to the side. And then there's this black little O-ring here. This piece, we want to make sure we don't, lose or anything, so I am going to keep it on the shaft for right now so I know where it's at. This comes off and out to clean as well. Got your knobs. This will come out And then this whole thing actually comes apart as well. I'm going to pull it up and we're going to untwist the top. This is like a washer here. It also untwists out. And then you're going to push it through. And then that comes out along with a spring. So I'm going to go ahead and clean it off, put it back together, and then we'll start going from there. Alright, so I put it all together already. A few things is I've got some lube here that we need. We end up lubing that O-ring on the shaft there. So I lube that and I'm going to slide that back on. And then you also lube around here as well. So we're going to go ahead and put this back in. As we slide this in, we'll get it to the end and it's going to go in. And I'll turn it and I can still feel it going in, but now that it's in and I turn this, I can feel it moving on the inside, so I know where it's needed to be. Okay? And then my next part is putting this back on. So as I put this on, you can tell I have to try to get this lined up with this. Easiest way is I grab a spoon and I help lift this piece up to get it in. And then I can throw these on. Tighten those up. Which I will tighten in a minute. I just wanted to make sure I show you the nozzle up there, putting that back together as well. There was a piece inside of here. Just gonna put that in. This up. And turn it. Now I'm gonna continue. Tighten these. And my hands are a little slick, so I'm gonna have a towel just to help make sure they're good and tight. And it's back together. Alright, now that it's all nice and clean, the Arctic Rush mix that I saved, I'm going to pour right back in. That way we're not wasting anything. I'm going to pour that one in first, I'll do this one next. But as it's filling, again, I'm going to open this up. It helps bring air into it so it won't try so hard. There's not like that built up pressure in there. Alright, gets to a hole. Plug it back up and I'll throw the other one in as well. I'm just gonna put this back on. I'm gonna tip this to bring that down. Before I turn it back to auto, we could turn it back. And then you just freeze it. And then I can turn that to back to auto in the back. And it is good to go.